All right, so we are going to do this example problem. We're going to take a look at this shape up here in the upper right. Okay, we're going to look at those different surfaces that might appear in each of our top, front, and right side views. We're just going to kind of estimate distances right now. We're not going to get anything out and really measure. And then we're going to place those on the correct places in our drawings. So what I want you to do is just kind of take a look at this and mentally you can shade in those surfaces that you would see on the front view. And when we talk about the front, we're talking about standing here and looking toward this way. So we'd be looking straight on at surface B, okay? Then we're going to draw what we would see in that front view, and we're going to label those surfaces. So in our front view, here's what we would see. Everything that was here in red, right? That's what we would see if we stood over here and looked at it from the front, okay? And then we would have some vertical lines to represent this right here. Okay, here's surface F. You can see F right there shows up as a rectangle. So we would draw in our front view. So our next step then is to maybe move to the top and the right side views. So we know that these surfaces, these points here, are going to line up with our top view because all we're doing is we're taking this shape and twisting it up. So we can draw in some light lines on our page, and those are called projectors. We can also do the same thing over here and go out to the right because we know that these vertical distances are also going to match up and be shifted out to the right. So we're going to lightly draw in those projectors. So now we're going to go and move toward our right side view. So now we're standing over here looking straight on at this surface A. So what would we see? Well, we're going to see these blue things here. Technically, we're going to see that, and technically that's back behind there, but we don't necessarily see it. It's hidden from our view. We know that it's there, but it's hidden. So here is what surface A is going to look like, okay? And what you're seeing back here in these dashed lines or hidden lines, that's this stair step right back here that you don't necessarily see, but you know that it's there. The same stair step right here. So that is what matches up here with these hidden lines. And notice right here, that would be surface E. And if we go across over here, you'll see that surface E is kind of represented right here as this change between F and C. So here's F, here's C, there's that flat surface E, and it shows up right there. Here's this vertical surface F, and then this surface right here is what? It's G. We're going to take, now here's the tricky part, this is where everybody always gets confused. Now, you've got more projectors. See these vertical lines we shot up? So every one of these points, we've put in a vertical red line, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer some of these projectors up and across. Here's the tricky part. From right here on our front view and then all the way to the right, all the way to the top from that corner, we're going to go up at 45 degrees. Okay? We're going to go up at 45 degrees. Then what we're going to do is take each one of these lines, so we'll start down here with this one at the corner, so we're talking about this point right here on our drawing. We're going to go up until we meet that 45-degree line, then we're going to turn, and then we're going to go across. So this projector line here matches up with this one right here. If we started over here, we're going to go up until we meet that 45-degree line right there, then we're going to turn to the left. And that's how now, if you look in our top view, we just kind of have an intersection of all of these projection lines. Now, when we go to draw in the top view, it's going to be a connect the dots. So let's look at our top view. From the ceiling looking down, what are we going to see? Which surfaces? And let's draw in that top view. So here it shows up in green. That's what we're talking about, what we're going to see from the top view. And notice all we did was kind of just connect the dots. We want to make everything line up. Notice that this distance between here matches up with that distance there. That's where that whole 45-degree thing came from, because we want this space to match this space.